And we bring you guys back with the M365 Pro. This is me talking about a year of using these. These are punchless tyres. That one's got a little bit of tread on it, but that one is so bald, it is unbelievable. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you how it got like that. And this one does have a tiny bit of tread. So punchless tyres, the reason why I'm using these is I had an actual blowout on this electric scooter. So I've had this for a year. I've done a year review on it. You can check that out. I've also shown how to change brake pads and how to do the speed hack on the M365, M365 Pro, M365 Pro 2, and also the 9-bot. How to do the scooter speed hack. You can check that video out. It is across the channel, and I've been using the speed hack for a year. It's running well. I haven't really had much problems with this scooter at all. It's been really good to me, and the distance on it gets is awesome. I'm quite a big guy, so I weigh 16 and a half, nearly stone. Yeah, that's quite a bit, and yet I haven't had any problems with me getting up hills on this thing. It really does produce very, very well. Now, when I had the scooter, I was riding it around for a little bit. The front tyre actually went bang and blew out and put a split right up the centre of the tyre. I then replaced it with another tyre, another inner tube, and again I had the same problem again, where it ended up getting a puncture. Not a blowout, this time it was a puncture, and I had enough of it. I didn't want to keep pushing this scooter from very, very far away from me riding, 10-20 miles-ish, and me pushing it back. It's not fun. So here, solid tyres. I've used these for a year, and now I take them off. And to be fair, within that year, I have quite disrespected these tyres, if that's the right way to say it. When I say disrespect, I've put them through everything. I've took them through water, off-road, on chalk, on mud, on stones, on flint, on normal road conditions. I really have put these through the elements, and that one there being bald, that was the front tyre, believe it or not. You would think that would be the back, because the back sometimes, when you pull the brake too hard, if you tightened up your brakes, it can make you skid, but no. That's the front tyre, believe it or not. That front tyre has got that bald where I go off curbs sometimes, and as I'm lifting up, and I then sort of drop down from the curb, the wheel's spinning on the floor, and by doing that, obviously it balds the tyre, and I've done that for quite a long time. Again, it's just me rushing, not really appreciating the respect of these tyres, but I done that on purpose. I really pushed them to the limit to see if I would get to the point where these tyres end up splitting. And bald, yes, definitely. Have they split? Not anywhere. So definitely recommended. And these tyres cost £13 each. I paid for these two tyres, and that lasted me a year. So £26 for the year. And I've got another two new ones on the scooter now. But these are pretty. I think they've done pretty good, actually. Like, I was trying to think of a good word, but there is no other word than they've done the job. I haven't got a puncture. Even now, that one being bald as anything, that one being almost bald as anything, they still work. They still did the job, but they lost that little ing bit in the middle of the groove, so you can kind of lean into the corners as you're going around corners. So that's why I did end up taking them off and replacing them. But even if it cost me £26 a year, and I treat my scooter like crazy and go off some off-road paths and stuff like that, but as I said, it's held up very, very well, other than they're now bald, which I replaced them and put new tyres on. Now, these tyres are 8.5 inches, just to mention that. So these tyres will fit on the M365, the M365 Pro, which this is, and the M365 Pro 2. It will also fit 9-bot and also some other electric scooters as well. Check out what size tyre or your rim is. Obviously the rim is smaller than 8.5 inches, but the tyre itself is 8.5 inches. So if your tyres or your wheels are the same size as the Xiaomi M365 Pro or M365 or Pro 2, and then these wheels you can definitely put on your scooter. They can be a bit of a struggle to put on, to be honest. I've seen people boil them in oil. Some people boil them in hot water. My method is 3 very long screwdrivers, very long screwdrivers. That gives you more leverage. That definitely helps. 3 3 flathead screwdrivers. I don't boil it in oil or water. I just put a little bit of grease around the side of the rim of this tyre here. As you can see, there's a little bit of a groove, little lines going around. I put a bit of grease going all the way around, turn the tyre over, and I squeeze that down onto it. Put my foot there to hold the tyre, and then kind of push round. Once I've got it down a little bit, obviously push up with the screwdriver, hold that in place. That screwdriver, hold that one in place. And then the last screwdriver, plus putting your palms of your hands to push down. It is kind of hard work, not impossible, but it definitely does take patience, and that's something that I'm not very good at. But I've managed to change these tyres for my brother. I've managed to change them for my scooter as well. I've also managed to change them on an M365 Pro 2 for another friend as well. So I've definitely got the hang of how to put these tyres on now. It's just more frustrating than anything else, because they, as you can see, this one's actually quite easy to bend, and I think that is now because obviously I've used it quite a bit, but they don't normally bend that well. They are extremely stiff, but because I've used this tyre quite a bit, it's worn down, the rubber's worn down. But one thing I noticed difference between buying these tyres and the tyres that I've got now, they're still punchless, they're the same, but the tyres that I've got, as you can see, there's a hole that you can see all the way through, whereas if these new ones do not go all the way through, there's kind of like a little bit of rubber in the hole to kind of separate it from the middle. I don't know if that's an upgrade, whether that's better, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to use them, and only time will tell. But yeah, other than that, they're pretty much the same. They're solid tyres. So would I recommend buying these tyres? That's the biggest question. If you don't want to push a scooter home, there's your answer. Do I want to push my scooter home? Not really. Do I want to get in a taxi with it? Not really. Do I want to get on a bus or a train? No. I want to ride my electric scooter. That's what I want to do. So yeah, I definitely recommend these tyres. They probably would last longer than a year if you didn't go off-road like I did, and if you didn't push it through all the elements. I put it to the maximum test and went off-road and chalky paths and flints and stone. I've even tried sand and it still goes. But the reason why I did that is so that way I can say whether I recommend these. I'm not sponsored by anyone in any sort of way, but I'm just saying this is just my personal opinion after 1 year of using these solid tyres. They are definitely worth their money, and they do the job. You don't get a puncture, your nail can go in there and you can just pull it out and carry on riding all the way back home. So yeah, I definitely recommend these. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye out for more videos on this scooter and maybe other electric scooters in the future, because I always mess around with different electric scooters for friends and myself, and obviously electric bikes and random unboxing videos, that kind of stuff. Keep an eye out for more updates on this scooter, other scooters, and thank you for everyone who does subscribe, hitting that bell. It helps me grow as a creator, and yeah, a lot of people have been sharing my content recently as well, so I also appreciate that. Thank you everyone who does do that. Definitely recommend these punchless tyres. As I said, I'm not sponsored in any sort of way. It's just my opinion of using them for a year. I like to really use things to the maximum, really put it to the test before I give my opinion on it. I could have done it after a few months, 5 months, even 6 months, but I wanted to wait a year and see how well these do hold up. And for sure, they definitely hold up very well, so I recommend these. Yeah, hope this video helped you out. Any comments, leave it in the comments section below, and I'll try and get back to you guys as quick as I possibly can. All the parts I've ever bought for this, I bought on eBay. You can go on to eBay and type in M365 Pro or M365 or M365 Pro 2. You can type in any one of those and type in accessories, M365 Pro accessories, and it will bring up a variety of different things that you can do for this scooter, which is absolutely awesome. Every part you need, you will find it there. So very helpful. eBay as well as Amazon as well, they do the same thing. Maybe a few other companies, a few other websites probably do as well, but I always buy my parts from eBay. That's where these two tyres come from, and the tyres before that and the tyres before that, that's where they come from. They come from there. So yeah, hope this review helped you out. Don't forget to drop a like as well. Lets us know you are still enjoying videos about the Xiaomi M365 Pro. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.